Hey, well, good day to you. How you doing today? Listen, it is 12 o'clock, 12 straight up noon. We are getting after the day. Today is our day. We got to get out there. We got to make it happen. Hey, I want to talk to you. I want to share. I want to update you. I want you to know what's going on in Jackson, Mississippi, what's happening, what's going on about, what's happening in Jackson, Mississippi. I know some of you are aware of some of the things that have been taking place and what's been going on. And in this state, in this city in particularly, it has been absolutely unbelievable, has been absolutely tragic. And I think it's important that you understand why we must have this conversation and we must keep having these conversations, because I'm telling you, it's important that you know what's happening and what's going on. Because an injustice in one place, let me tell you something, is an injustice every place. And what we're experiencing, some injustice, all right? Hey, what's say William Garrison? Yeah, I've been working, brother. I've been working because one of the things I'm committed to is the truth. And I don't ever want to be online. It's not factual. It's not things that I know to be true and what's really happening. So I think it's really important. So nonetheless, what we have to do is we gotta hear what's happening, know what's taking place, and let's walk it down. Okay. So let's begin with House Bill 1020, which is an attempt by our state House of Representatives. They proposed a bill to form and expand the CCID district in Jackson, Mississippi. For those that don't know much about it, it is simply this: Jackson, Mississippi is, if not the blackest city in the United States. What our red Republican-led government, state government is doing is attempting to take over the city, take the city. And their excuse and what they're saying, all they're trying to do is public safety. But the truth of the matter is, it is way beyond that. All right. So they want to form a city within a city. That bill passed out of the House. It just yesterday was in Judd A committee, and Judd A committee did not improve the bill. Judd A committee, instead of giving the Capitol Police, who have no accountability in our city, who do what they want to do and have been doing what they want to do and mistreating the citizens of this city, they are now, has been proposed to expand their jurisdiction all over the city of Jackson. So they are expanding their jurisdiction all over the city of Jackson. And that passed the committee, and now it goes to the Senate, where they have the votes for it to pass. They made some changes. The only changes are changes that we still do not agree with. And it has been orchestrated by those that their entire purpose is to take and control a black and brown citizen and come in and evict black and brown citizens, black and brown leadership, and now they can do what they want to do. It's a tragedy, all right? Well, there are some things that I've learned that have really troubled me. They've troubled me because what has happened is, you heard me say and talk about different things, right? And what's racism and what's happening and so forth. Well, I don't want to put all the blame on the White Citizens Council. I'm trying to put this in a way that is correct, accurate, and really represent what I want to say. is, in other words, they could not have done this had they not had the assistance of black leadership. Listen to me again. They could not have done this without having the assistance and agreement with members of the Hinds County delegation and others who 2 years ago or so, as was stated many times in committee meeting, did not object or did not fight against, and at the least, they did not alarm the public of what was taking place. And, a part of me, William, is overwhelmed by that. A part of me, Floyd, is taken back by that. But let me just be honest with you. I was told that was the case all the time. But I failed to believe that representation that was elected by Hinds County was working with them in the crafting of this bill. And here's what is taking place, y'all. I want to be very, very fair about this. White people, racist white people, have always used blacks and whites that we trusted to do their bidding for. Always. Historically. As you know, it was not Europeans that caught Africans. There were other Africans that caught them and sold them into slavery. And so understand there were black overseers. So please understand, historically, white racist people and the systems they govern have always used people of color and whites that we trusted to do their bidding against us, okay? And so they enlisted blacks for their assistance or their help. They enlisted black and brown people for their help, and they did so whether knowingly or unknowingly, they did it. And that has created a perfect storm, a perfect environment for us to be in the place that we're in. So what I'm saying to you is many of them, I'm not calling names, it's not personal for me. Many of them, and the ones that we know were a part of it, were enlisted, and they either knowingly or unknowingly several years ago began down this road to have this district, to have Capitol Police, and now the attempt and the desire is to have judges. It's tragic, okay? And it's tragic that in 2023 in Mississippi, I am now 53 years old, and racism and blacks being used by whites, whether knowingly or unknowingly, is as widespread now as ever before. And it's tragic. So, it's a tragedy. That's what we're up against. And now, if it passes, they've now expanded it that the Capitol Police, the same police department that shot Tasha Smith while she was in her bed, the same police department that killed Jalen Lewis, the same police department that harassed, kidnapped, abused Dwayne Pickett Jr., the same police department that has done major damage to people in this city. Now their jurisdiction is proposed that they'll have jurisdiction all over the city of Jackson. So these accountable to no one, vigilante cops get to now come and beat, mistreat, stop, harass, target. That's what they're doing. And that's what we're up against. So we have contacted DOJ, FBI, across the board, right? But this is what gets very difficult. What gets difficult is when those that you think are representing you have been working alongside them all along to craft this bill. When those that look like you have made it very public and stated that they are in support of the expansion of Capitol Police. And people that you elected. And what that equates to for me is they have been complicit by being silent, or they have been on board for sending and militarizing a police force to come in, shoot, kill, beat, kidnap, all in the name of law and order. And I say to all of my people that say, I'm glad they doing this. You won't be glad when they snatch you out the car. You won't be glad when they kill one of your relatives. You won't be glad when they mistreat you. And you're saying what you want. And you know what it's like? I've been talking to some historians. It's like when they sent the National Guard and the Highway Patrol to Jackson, Mississippi, and killed those students at Jackson State University. Let me tell you, this is one of the most damaging things that have ever taken place. And I can't believe we're going through it in 2023. They are appointing temporary judges. They are violating and not respecting Judge Winston Kidd. They are going around our own judges. They're doing what they want to do, and we must stay vigilant and we must stay in the fight. You say, well, what's the solution? Kill the bill. The bill must be killed. This community must rally together to, one, come together and let's fight against the violence that's happening with our children, our young adults, our families. Let's fight that. Let's actively engage ourselves in real solutions. Let's do that together. Number two, let's form a decision that we will not be separated in what's taking place. We must be unified right now. We must fight together right now. We cannot afford to be separate. But number three, we must be people about justice. Now listen to me. One of the things that God is about is justice. And when we mistreat the least of these, when we allow people to be handled and treated wrong because of their status, because of their race, because of their history, their background, whatever it is, because of they don't have wealth, all those things, it's unacceptable. We must be a voice for them. We must stand. And listen to this, and I'm done. You can't be quiet because it's not happening to you. You can't be quiet because it hadn't happened in your family. Our community is under these whites who are using complicit blacks to work with them. We cannot sit back and be okay with that. So it's not about us agreeing on everything. What I'm telling you, as a man of God, it is our responsibility. I'm saying the pastors, I'm saying the community leaders, I'm saying the teachers, I'm saying the principals, I'm saying to the black community and to the white community, to godly people. I mean, it is tragic what is taking place. And we must commit to not giving up the fight. After what I've heard this week, I got to be honest with you. After I found out, verified for sure, found out that people that we elected were being used and either knowingly or unknowingly working in the background to get this bill, it blew me away. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I was ready to throw in the towel. I said, that's it. I said, why am I out here fighting this? And the people that I think I'm fighting for, that we elected, are fighting against us. But you know what? I will not quit. You can't quit. We can't quit. Part of what's wrong with our community is too many of us have quit. And we say it's hopeless. All things are possible with God. So it ain't hopeless. But it's going to take us coming together, fighting together. And this fight ain't over. And we're not going to stop. And we got to keep letting our voices be heard. Because ultimately, God is going to hold you and me responsible if we don't speak up. And if we don't hold accountable those that are attempting and are succeeding in mistreating any people group, we must fight together. So I'm calling for unity. I'm calling for us to put our differences aside. I'm calling for transparency. But most of all, I'm calling for truth. We must fight together. Hey, God bless you. God keep you. Hey, I'll be back a little later today, and we're going to keep talking. We're going to keep pressing. Keep telling you what's the story, what's happening, what's going on. We'll see what's happening. We need everybody on board. We need everybody on board. But guess what? We got to keep on pushing, y'all. All right? Hey, sometimes you smile, you laugh to keep from crying. But my heart is heavy. But I'm not quitting, and I'm not giving up. Because people in these communities deserve to have people to fight for them. Thank you, William Garrison. Appreciate it. Hey, share this with as many people. Let us know Hey, Matt, how you doing? We gotta keep fighting, okay? Hey, we'll deal with health issues, all those things. But right now, I promise you, our biggest fight right now is them taking and diluting the vote and representation of people and taking the whole city. All right? God bless you. Love y'all. Peace.